Hello, good morning. How are you? I hope you are doing great. Well, today we are going to look at the importance of English language and communication skills. No matter what stream are you from, whether science or commerce or arts, you need these basic skills in order to succeed in your life. It has great impact on your career, growth and success. Every now and then I hear the stories of students who give prestigious exams like CAT, CLAT or NDA and come out with flying colors, but they later on fail to crack an interview and return home disappointed. If you desire to pursue degree program in a college or university or for any other further education, you require these skills. You want to go abroad, like to study or work abroad, these skills would prove to be an asset for you. Everyone dreams to have a nice, decent job or to work with a well-reputed company or an MNC. Excellent English language and communication skills are a must. Even after getting hired, you need these skills at your workplace every day, even for promotions and greater job roles, because employers place high value on these skills. Students, the day I realized the importance of English language and communication skills, I made up my mind that I'm going to work on it and develop it. And the good news is I did, and I did it on my own. Believe me, so can you. Yes, I would be able to help you to develop your English language and communication skills. Not only that, they are called skills, not an inborn talent. What does that really mean? It means it can be learned and practiced and developed by anyone. If you can study your subjects like maths, science, or social studies, then why can't English? It's just a language. Any child or an elderly person can learn a language. If you can crack a board exam, then English is much easier. Don't you speak in Hindi or any other Indian languages? And I feel English is much easier than that. People all over the world speak in English, so why can't you and I? Next, we will look at how to improve our language skills. Some important tips I would like to give you. So instead of focusing too much on the grammar part, we'll try to learn some rules and vocabularies. Like for example, if you want to say your daily routine action or an habitual action, say it by just using the first form of the verb. Now what is verb? Verb is an action word. Words that denote an action. Any English word that denotes an action, like for example, walk, talk, write, listen, think, eat, smile, all of these words, they denote action. So action words are called verbs. And in English language, we have three forms of verb. First form, second form, and third form. So according to the rules, we would be picking out first form or the second form or the third form. So to speak about habitual action, we would use the first form of the verb. So the line goes like this. I write a letter. You talk in English. We sing songs. They walk. He drives a car. She listens to news. It works. So as a second step, after you learn to make lines with this one rule, you will practice making its negative form. So how would it go? Like, I write a letter. You can say, I don't write a letter. You talk in English. The negative will be, you don't talk in English. We drive a car, and the negative would be, we don't drive a car. They walk, they don't walk. He drives, he doesn't drive. And with he, she and it, we add s or es. So we'll say he drives and then doesn't drive instead of don't. So with he, she, it, we will use doesn't. He doesn't drive. She listens to music. She doesn't listen to music. It works and it doesn't work. So the step number 2 is making the negative forms. And then also as a step number 3, try to practice asking questions, the interrogative form. So we will use do or does to make a question. So how will it go? Like you will say, I ride. So do I ride? Do you talk in English? Do we drive a car? Do they run? And then with he, she, it, we would use does. Does she listen to music? Does he ride his bicycle? Or does he exercise? Does it work very well? So you have learned the first rule, how to make a rule, and then its negative form and its interrogative form. And then second rule, suppose if you want to say an action that is in progress, an action that is going on while you are speaking, like right now I am teaching. So the action is in progress. So how will we do that? We use the helping verbs am, are, is, and then the ing form of the verb. We all are familiar with this English rule most of the time. Like the line goes like this: I am writing a letter. That means the letter, you are doing the writing work. I am writing a letter. You are talking to your friend. We are driving a car. They are listening to music. He is singing a song. She is cooking food. It is working very well. So, second step, you would practice to make negative. I am not writing a letter. You aren't talking to your friend. We aren't walking. They aren't driving their car. He isn't listening to music and she isn't cooking food. It isn't working very well. So, second step, you do the negatives. And now as a third step, we will practice to make questions. So how will it go? Am I writing a letter? So we'll just bring the helping verb am, are, is in every sentence to the front and make a question. Am I writing a letter? Are you listening to music? Are we parking our car? Are they traveling? Is he driving his bike? Is she singing a song? Is it working very well? Okay, so you have learned the second rule also. We will quickly look at the third rule. Suppose you want to say the action is just over. In the first rule, we tried to learn how to say when the routine action that you do every day. And in the second rule, we learned when the action is going on or it is in progress, it's continuing. And now third rule, where we speak, when we use it when we have to say the action is just completed, it's over. So we use the helping verb have or has. With I, you, we, they, we use have. And with he, she, it, we would use has. So, and the main verb would be the third form. First we use first form in the rule number 1. Then we use ing form, rule number 2. And now we are going to use the third form of the verb. So how will the line go? I have written a letter. You have listened to music. We have sung a song. Sang, song, sing, sang, sung. Sung is the third form. So you will say, we have sung a song. They have completed their work. He has cooked food. She has finished her project. So everywhere we are using the third form of the verb with have or has. So after you practice and learn this, then you will also practice in the second step to make the negatives of these same lines. I haven't completed my work. You haven't listened to music. She hasn't talked to her friend. We haven't parked our car. They haven't run. He hasn't written a book, or it hasn't worked very well. So, as a third step, now we will make interrogatives. So, how will it go? Have I written a letter? Have you talked to your friend? Have we listened to music? Have they completed their task? Has he sung a song? Has she cooked the food? Cooked, C-O-O-K-E-D is a third form of cook. Has she cooked the food? Has it worked very well? So now we have learned 3 rules. Before I wrap up, I would like to have a recap. In our first part, we learned the importance of English language and communication skills. I told you that it's very crucial in one's career growth and success. These are basic skills that we need all the time. So we need it during our college education, and then we need it to crack an interview to get into a job. And after we get into a job, again we need the language and communication skills every day at our workplace and even for our career growth in future. And then in the second part, we try to learn just 3 rules of English language so that we improve our language. And my first rule was the daily routine action rule, in which we use the first form with I, you, we, they. With he, she, it, we used it with S or ES. For example, I write and he writes. I talk, you talk, he talks. In the second rule, we learn to express how to say when an action is going on. So we use the helping verb am or is, and the main verb will be the ing form. So I am talking to you and you are listening. So this was our second rule. We practice every rule to speak in positive sentences and then negative, and then we also learn how to make it interrogative. So our third rule was have, using have and has with the third form of the verb, which we use to speak about the completed action or the action that is just over when we are speaking, at the time of our speaking. So we used I have done, she has done. So with I, you, we, they, we use have. With he, she, it, we use has. So now you have learned a lot about English language. So I would like to encourage you, why don't you make a decision today to work on your language skills and communication skills so that you really succeed in your life and have a great future. And along with that, you will also be contributing to the growth and success of our nation. Thank you. God bless you.